If you've been following this Twitch trend that is almost certainly going to destroy Twitch, it won't go away, but essentially it's turned Twitch into even more of a laughing stock. And their commitment to going down with these it's essentially three or four thoughts that are gaming the system to monetize, 13-year-old boys. They are destroying all of their credibility on the way out. I can't even believe that they are tripling down on this, calling it some level of, some level of, I don't even understand how you could end up like this. But here we are, as Twitch now has tripled down on their, what they call artistic unclothedness, right? It's essentially three or four predatory women who will stand around and, strategically place the camera so it looks like they're wearing nothing. First, that was that. Then they're using sensor bars. Then you're using, all sorts of weird stuff, to cover it up. Then men did it and made a mockery of it. Suddenly, when the men did it, everyone was like, ew, this is disgusting. Not you all, not my beautiful, good-smelling, intelligent viewers. You all already knew it was degenerate. But when you had Boogie2988 going on Twitch and using his giant belly roll to cover up his junk, suddenly people are like, oh, I mean, the people that have been approving of this, oh, yeah, I guess it is kind of gross, they said. And now the Twitch CEO has revealed a plan for more artistic unclothedness to return in bizarre VR chat interview. They just gotta stay progressive. Speaking of progressive, the discounts, today will probably be the last day that most of this stuff is in stock. Up to 64% off, including our buttery toffee peanut bombs. These are $5. Pick up a couple of these. It's super cheap and they're delicious for you to keep around the house. We have our chocolate-covered espresso beans are nearly 50% off too. All of our candy and chocolate-covered, yogurt-covered pretzels, they're all super cheap. All this kettle corn, all this stuff, all super cheap. Insane discounts. And then our coffee, we have a bunch of coffee that's 50% off. And I even added our K-Cups, 30% off. Absolute monster discounts. Our hot cocoa, only while supplies last. I think we sold out probably about half of the things over the weekend. So use the link in the description down there to pick that up. As a platform, Twitch's evolution may have brought out new genres of streaming that have really pushed the medium forward. IRL streams are standard now. But non-gaming streams used to be ban-worthy on Twitch. Twitch seemed at wanting to embrace something that was previously ban-worthy, once again by rolling out their artistic unclothedness and other more explicit forms of content on the platform. And though they had to roll back recent TOS changes, their CEO hasn't given up on this type of content. So he's just a coomer? Is that what it is? Like the Twitch CEO is just saying he's a coomer and that he wants to have... I mean, is he so desperate to be quote-unquote progressive that he's going to let it complete... What do you think advertisers think of this? Do you think, do you think Nintendo likes their ads appearing next to this garbage? It's nuts. Twitch CEO Gandalf explains why this was rolled back. The setting of his interview was certainly a bit unorthodox, though it's worth mentioning that the community on a game like VR Chat is massive. Not only that, but communities within VR Chat that stream on Twitch are heavily affected by the artistic unclothedness policies due to some character models that leave a bit less to the imagination. Clancy took some questions about the platform head on and revealed that it was coming back and rolled back largely because their platform didn't have the infrastructure to support it. What does that even mean? Not because the streamers are doing anything wrong. Interesting. Initially, We were doing this. There were a lot of artists that expressed a desire to use the human form as part of their artistic expression, Clancy said. However, it felt like this art overran the art category. With different infrastructure, Twitch could create a way to filter out streams with more adult-oriented content. He claims he wants to lay down that infrastructure. Is Twitch so desperate? Is Twitch so desperate? Like, they're so desperate that they're just like, yeah, nobody wants, everyone's going to Rumble and Kick. They're the new kids on the block. So we're just going to use, prawn for kids. I'm not hearing any of these arguments about, well, Twitch has an average user base of 24 to 35 or something like that. That's not who's watching these streams. I mean, sure, there are a few sad, lonely individuals that are, but it's overwhelmingly kids. And what it's meant to do is put them in the pipeline of becoming addicted to adult content. It is specifically designed to groom young teens into addictive parasocial relationships with these women selling their bodies. That's what it is. I know this because, as always, if they were to put this stuff on sites where it belongs, they wouldn't stand up from the crowd. The only reason that these streams are popular is because a bunch of 13-year-olds who are watching Minecraft see it and click on it. That's why it's popular. It's not because they're good. This morgue chick, she's wildly unattractive. But she's popular on Twitch because 13-year-olds watch her content and give her money. Now, she's fine with that, but I'm not. In a perfect world, we could blur thumbnails and usually could say, I'm not interested in seeing spicy themed content. So then they click the check mark and suddenly go to the art section and everything labeled spicy they don't see. Yeah, I know a lot of 13-year-olds definitely couldn't master a checkbox to unlock the degeneracy. There's no way the 13-year-old boy mind could possibly comprehend a checkbox. Are you kidding me? It's something we will build, but engineering takes time, so we needed to roll back the changes, not because we necessarily find all this stuff is wrong or that the product doesn't work. By the way, we have already had this problem if you look at the ASMR category. He pointed out that much of the ASMR category has devolved into adult-oriented content, and that finding ways to moderate stuff like that is a priority as well. Well, then don't allow it until you can moderate it. I'm telling you with 100% confidence, that the reason they rolled it back is because advertisers were like, absolutely not. He is lying about this. Advertisers said, yo, we're not going to have our content next to degeneracy. And Twitch is trying to spin that into, well, we just want to let the user choose. No, they're going to build the system so then they can go back to the advertisers and say, hey, we filter this out by default. Forgive a please advertise on our website again. They're literally going to go down with this ship. 5 to 10 women who are, knowingly using Twitch to push this type of material on kids, they're going to go down with that. They're going to lose advertisers. They're going to lose parents on it. You see this whole article here, the Daily Mail, softcore stuff on Twitch, parents' fury. Twitch has 35 million daily users, of which a large proportion are under the age of 18. In response, Twitch updated its policy, this, that, and the other thing. Oh, I'm going to jump around. I'm going to show all this stuff. I'm going to show these pictures. But it's wild to me that anybody would even entertain the idea that these women are anything but predators. The interview wrapped up as the person showed Dan Clancy in the VR chat was all about. One of Rafflegator's friends grabbed a dancer to perform for him. I don't really care. It's weird. Whoever this CEO guy is, he's like a Walmart. Who's the guy from Virgin? Richard Branson. He's weird. They're gonna go down. I'm gonna actually look at see if this Daily Mail article shares any shares any statistics. Twitch is for all ages, one mom said. There's kids who watch their Minecraft streamers on Twitch. Why are weirdos like this using Twitch of all places to post content like this? I'm telling you, it's because they know exactly what they're doing. They're predating on teen boys. They said these streams are even regularly promoted on Twitch's homepage. Twitch staff doesn't care because they're making a cut of all the money donated to these women. The most they'll ever do is hand out a short 3-day ban before letting the women get away with the exact same thing again. 70% of their 35 million daily users are between the ages of 18 and 34. It does not disclose how many users are under 18, but it states in the terms of service that they may only use Twitch under the supervision of a parent or guardian. Get out of here. Now, I'm going to guess that 20% of the remaining 30% are underage. And certainly more now as news gets around, like, hey, your parents, you want to be jerking your gherkin and you don't want your parents to know. They can look at your search history and just say you were on Twitch. You weren't on the hub. I mean, that's the real reason these women are doing this. There's no age. There are no safeguards in place to ensure kids are not using the service this way. The adult-leaning content can be viewed even without logging in, which would be a simple way, at least one way you could do it. So all the people that aren't even logged in, that's what protects Twitch. They don't have to, they can say, well, we don't know how old they are. I do. I know. Because no grown man is watching this stuff. No grown, if you want to watch this, you're on the hub. You're not on Twitch. It's gross. It's predatory. They're going after kids. I'm not entertaining. And I just let their CEO can go down with this ship. Fine by me, 100%. Don't forget to take advantage of the year-round blowout. We'll probably sell through everything by tomorrow. So definitely pick up these buttery toffee peanut bombs, the cashews, these treats that last a while. They're super cheap. Obviously, if you've been thinking about giving our product a try, there are many options now, all extremely affordable. So give that a try over at coffeebrandcoffee.com. Link also in the description down below.